Mommy, tell me, what's the name of the story?
First of all, we start with our pre-reading activities. That is where you show the big book to the learners, and there they would look at the picture and the title of the book, and then you'd question the children about what they see.
What do you think the story is about?
It's about the little thing who has a black and white marks.
It's about a little thing who has black and white marks. What is
There I
that?
would use the 5 W questions. I'd ask them, who's in the picture? Where is it? What is happening? When is it taking place? Time of day? And why?
Because you never see them.
You never see them. Stacy says, no, I don't think monsters are real because she never saw any monsters.
Then we move to the picture walk. In the picture walk, I ask them to tell me whatever they see in the picture. So they'll give me a sentence or 2 about the picture. And if there's something specific that I want to draw their attention to, I'll question them about it. What do you see in the background? Who is the person or the people in the picture? What do you see on this page that you would see on the next page? And I would also ask them to predict from the pictures what they think would happen next.
What do you see in that picture?
As we go on, we read, we go through the pictures, we get to more or less where the climax of the story is. And I wouldn't show them that picture, I'll keep them in suspense there.
Suspense means you don't know, you're not sure what's going to happen next week. Do you know what's going to happen next week? Do you know for sure what's going to happen next?
And then we'll go back to the first page. Then they must retell what they see in their own words from the picture. By looking at the picture, they will tell me the story. Because remember, the picture, it will lead them to the text of the story.
It's about a monster.
It's about the monster. This word is monster. Say it.
Monster.
I know my children's reading level or reading ability. So I know more or less which words are new, unknown to them or difficult. And I'll pick out a few words that I think that I need to bring to their attention. I'll put the flashcards on the board, and then I'll ask them to explain to me the meaning. If they can't, then I will give them the meaning of the words. The reason why we do that is because when we are going to read the book, then they know what the story is about. They have an idea of the story, because it will be better for them to understand the story if they know the new words.
How do you know?
I will start reading the story to them. When I read the story to them, I use a pointer and I slide under the words so that they can see exactly where I am reading and how the words are pronounced. And remember, when they sit on the mat, I let my top group sit at the back on the mat, my bottom group sits in the middle, and my middle group sits in front, so that when they are reading, my top group reads into the ears of my bottom group, and this middle group also reads, so they get the words, pronunciation, and the way the sentences are read from both sides, back and front. And what you also need to remember is, when you do shared reading, the children are not forced to read, especially with the bottom group. They can read with, and if they struggle with a difficult word, they can keep quiet or fade and then fall in line again with the rest of the class. As we are reading, as I'm pointing underneath the words and reading to them, I will fade my voice as I'm reading, so that when I see they can manage on their own, I will fade my voice. And then when I see they have difficulty, I'll come in again and read with them till I finally see that they are now on level to read. So that is the shared reading with teacher. After the shared reading, I'll ask them again specific questions about what we read.
Next to Danny. So what do we call someone that lives next to you?
Now, they must retell the story to me in their own words without looking at the text. They must look at teacher and just retell the story. In that way, I'll be able to see whether they understood the plot, they know where the characters are, they have a good comprehension of what was read.
Did you enjoy the story?
Yes, teacher.
I strongly believe that with shared reading, it improves the learners' reading skills, their oral skills, their visual skills, and their thinking skills. The children, the good readers and the poor readers, they so much enjoy this experience that there is no fear in them of making mistakes.